All right. All right. Good. Sir? All right. Good evening. I'm Officer Bino Cadenas, Austin Police Department. Today we're going to be talking about an ongoing active SWAT call out that we have at the 10,300 block of Garbage Drive in Southwest Austin. At approximately 3:37 p.m., Austin 911 received a gun hotshot call. The caller advised that her husband was walking down the sidewalk when a neighbor came out and brandished a weapon threatening the husband. The husband quickly ran back inside the residence, and while on the phone with 911, we heard gunshots. Unsure if the gunshots were aimed at the neighbor's house or if they were inside the residence. Our officers responded quickly and immediately began to set up a perimeter around the house, began talking to the subject who was inside the residence. The officers tried to convince the subject to come out of the residence peacefully. The subject refused. And as our protocol, whenever we have a subject who is believed to be armed or known to be armed in a structure or in an area, we initiate SWAT. We currently have SWAT behind us, and along with SWAT, we have our hostage negotiators. What we know is that the residence is occupied by one male in his mid-30s. We have history with the subject. We believe to have been responding to this residence over 15 times in August. We know that the subject suffers mental illness, and we believe he's having a mental episode. We have evacuated the residents that are next to the subject to the target location, and we've been out here for approximately 4 hours. Our hostage negotiators have made contact with him over the phone, and the subject is telling us that he's going to come out peacefully, but then radically changes his mind and refuses to come out. So there hasn't been any other furtherance of violence since the officers have arrived. We don't have any exigencies to go inside the residence. We can be out here all night as long as it takes. The goal is for the subject to come out peacefully, clear of any objects, and so that we can detain him and further investigate the disturbance that took place. If there isn't any criminal acts that have occurred or charges not wanting to be pressed, the subject will be placed on a mental hold where he will be taken to a hospital. We have family members that are here, again, trying to talk to the subject, trying to convince him to come out. And we also have previous roommates, landlords that are here giving us information so that we can, again, know more about the subject so that he can come out peacefully. I'll open up for any questions that you guys may have. We're advising the community that if you hear explosions or loud bangs, that will be our SWAT officers utilizing distractionary devices to either gain entry into the residence or for the subject to come out. No, SWAT hasn't been involved. Our patrol officers who are assigned this area know the subject very well. An officer advised that they responded to this residence and have written 15 reports in the month of August. We've dealt with him. We have a lot of information. So again, it's something that the neighbors have been dealing with, and additionally the landlord who owns the residence. We have information that he is considered dangerous. We know that he suffers from mental illness, but he hasn't brandished a weapon before. Sure. So without going too further into the gentleman's private life, I know that he had roommates in the past, but this has been quickly escalating, and that the landlord has been trying to evict him, but has not been successful. Well, we don't know. It's our hostage negotiators are trained, experienced to talk to individuals to calm them down, and again to reassure them that they're not going to be hurt when they come out. And he advises that he is coming out, and he has barricaded the doors, the windows to his residence. He's told us that it's going to take him a few minutes, but then once several minutes pass, we call him back, and he refuses to come out. So it peaks and it comes back down. We're just going to give it time and see if he is able to calmly come out. Sure. So the question was, how can we, I guess, better do our job having more history with this individual, whether we don't? It's extremely useful. We have intelligence officers here as well, and their job is to gain as much information, to have parents, neighbors, landlords next to them, so that if there's a question, they can provide us with that information. One, it makes us feel safer that we are able to draw out a diagram of the residents when our SWAT team enters, if they decide to enter. But two, just having family members, people that care about him, able to talk to him and to try to calm him down so he can hear a voice that he recognizes, someone he trusts, and know that they're outside waiting for him.
Can you speak more to that, about having family and friends there outside the residence?
Sure. So along with our hostage negotiators, we have family members here who are on scene. We have his parents. We've had the landlord, previous roommates, and they're all willing to help us, and they've communicated with him. Again, just trying to calm him down and reassure him that we're here to help him. So that may take several hours. The hot shot is our highest priority call, meaning it's actively ongoing. So that's when you'll see our officers driving with lights and sirens. Say that again. Well, it's a decision that our command will take, but we've been out here 4 hours. We're going to slowly attempt to make him uncomfortable, for him to come out. And we'll send robotics in before we send a human person in. Now, we do know that he has barricaded the door and windows, so there's items there preventing us from quickly entering. Power has been shut off. Well, obviously there is a threat. We have a person who is armed with a weapon, or believed to be armed, and is inside his residence. We've evacuated the residence to the left, to the right, to the front of this targeted location. Now we have officers in a perimeter to prevent him from escaping. And we're going to have the amount of officers that we have here, that are approximately 40 officers on scene until this is over, until we're able to detain him. He's a white male in the mid-30s. All right, thank you guys so much. And again, I'll provide another media briefing once the SWAT incident is over. It can be in 30 minutes, or it can be in 5-6 hours, or longer. Yeah. Thank you.